Welcome to Couture Conversations, where beauty becomes a lifestyle and self-care is more than a once-in-a-while treat. I'm your host, Lindsay, and today we're going to be talking about something that is changing the way clients experience MedSpa's: memberships. If you've ever wished that you could stay on track with your journey, enjoy exclusive perks, and make your beauty routine more affordable, this is the episode for you. And today I'm joined with Rocky. She is the regional manager for our Couture MedSpa locations. And we are going to be discussing all things membership today. So let's just dive right into understanding Couture's membership models. So first, let's just talk about what are the different memberships that Couture MedSpa offers.
Yeah, so Couture MedSpa has a few different memberships. So we have our Growing Young memberships, which are going to be more based towards like laser treatments. So we have our Enhanced membership, which is one laser treatment a month. We have Enrich, which gives you 2 laser treatments a month. And then we have our Empower membership. With that membership, you get 8 laser treatments of your choice a month, a facial, and a B12 injection. With those lasers, we offer fractional skin resurfacing lasers, IPL, which is intense pulse light, laser hair removal, tattoo removal, and laser vein removal. And then with those as well, they also get discounts with any of our memberships on Botox and fillers as well. And then we also have our body contouring memberships. So with our body contouring, we have a few different services that's included in the one membership. You have our Vanquish, which is fat burning, our M-Sculpt, which is muscle toning and building. We have our cryotherapy, which is going to be for cellulite, and then we have our LED light treatment as well. And all 4 of those treatments are included into the body contour membership. Now with the body contouring, a lot of those services can be done weekly. Some services like the M-Sculpt can be done twice a week. So we do have clients who do multiple memberships and stack them so they can do multiple areas or do multiple treatments in the month for whatever area they're trying to target. And then we also have our weight loss. So Couture MedSpa does offer GLP-1s, so semaglutide and trizepatide. And we do also offer them in a membership base where you are paying, basically for your 4 shots for the month. And you consistently come in every week to get those treatments in.
Nice. So yeah, a lot of different options
Yes.
at Couture. Makes it nice and personalized, which is good. So let's jump in a little bit too. You're talking about the Growing Young memberships, how you have the 3 different options. So focusing a lot on the Empower membership. That one you said includes like a lot of different services. So what would you say, what's the value in that? Not only all of the memberships, because they do hold their value, but the Empower membership really sounds like the clients get a lot for what their membership is. So yeah, what's kind of the value in that Empower membership that clients really get that's great to take advantage of?
Yeah, so with the Empower membership, Couture prides itself in, giving clients, we have, top of the line lasers for like a very affordable price. So it's $199 and you get 8 laser treatments, a facial, and a B12 injection. It's meant to, get clients to come in and, consistently do their treatments. With 8 lasers, we have some clients usually who average between, they do about 4 to 5 lasers. Some do just 1 to 2 in their facial. And you're still getting your money's worth. 1 laser treatment ranges between $300 to $500 versus with Empower, you're getting all these services for only $200 a month. So it's keeping them on a consistent schedule where they can come in and they can target multiple areas. We have clients who struggle with texture and sun damage, so they're doing IPL and fractional. We have clients who also want to do laser hair removal, and I would love to be hairless everywhere. So who wouldn't? So clients are coming in and doing all these treatments. We also have clients who we have a lot of male clients who come in who have lots of tattoos, that they're wanting to get removed. So this gives them the affordability of still coming in, getting in these luxury treatments, but at an affordable price. We also have the facial that's included, which is the Couture facial. It's our signature facial. It's a great facial. It's very, it's not only you're seeing benefits in your skin, but it's very relaxing as well. And with that, we also have, that gives you an opportunity, like we spoke about in the previous episode, we kind of want to mix, it's not just one thing's going to fix it all. There's a different mixture of things that's going to give you the best results. That's going to be skincare, that's going to be laser treatments, that's going to be adding in some injectables, depending on what you're looking to achieve. So I think throwing in that couture facial as well, like, gives them the opportunity to meet with the esthetician once a month, get in to see her, get in there deeply cleansed. There's different upgrades that they can do as well, like hydrofacial, fire and ice, skin peels, that's really going to elevate their skin journey. And again, it's customized based on, what the client needs and what the esthetician provider recommends. So if a client's, working on fractional skin texture and fine lines and wrinkles, and then they go in to see their esthetician for their facial, she might recommend that next time they come in and do microneedling. And then we have our B12 power injection as well, which just gives them a boost of energy. It's once a month, but they can get it weekly if they choose to pay additionally for that. And then one of the great things about the Empower membership is not only is it $199, but then after your 12 months, it does go down to $99. So that gives the clients the opportunity to like, okay, now I've been doing these treatments for a year, now I've hit my maintenance mode, where I'm just coming in, to maintain all the hard work I've done this past year, because we don't want you to just go back and do nothing, because then your skin's just gonna go back to what it used to be. So it definitely keeps the clients, on a good skincare regimen while also still being affordable.
Yeah, I think that maintenance, like you were talking about, is super important because, I have seen some clients, and we've had clients who have done their membership, they did their year, they left, and they come sign back up in about a year or two, and they're like, I can tell I haven't been doing my fractionals. I can tell I haven't been getting my facials. Mm-hmm. So when it drops down to that $99, they're only paying $99 to get, most places you can't even go get a facial for $99, let alone 8 different laser services. So now a thing I know a lot of clients ask about too is, we do a lot of things to be able to customize treatments. So like if someone comes in and say they only want to focus on laser hair removal, can they get just those, like just do laser hair removal?
Yeah, if somebody wanted to come in and do 8 areas of laser hair removal, we have clients that only do laser hair removal. That's the great thing about the Empower membership is that, like, yes, there are certain laser guidelines. Like, you can't do all 8 lasers on your face or all the lasers on your underarm in 1 month.
You have to be safe still.
Yeah, you have to still be safe. But we do have clients, who, like, that's their main point. And, you go to other MedSpa's and they're charging you between $5 to $10 grand to do, some sessions on your legs, when you could do the $199 and you can do 8. I mean, you can work on 8 different areas and be hair free.
Yeah, I had a client that I don't know where she was going, but she was going somewhere for laser hair removal, and I think she had taken out like a loan with Care Credit and was paying almost 10 grand for her laser hair removal. And she was like, I found you guys, and I was like, I can do all of these areas for my laser hair. We're like, yeah, come on in, come get them done. So it really does show that the value that goes behind these memberships is insane. And it's, I can, what's your favorite laser?
My favorite laser was actually the fractional laser.
Okay. It's an aggressive.
Yeah, it's an aggressive laser.
I do love fractional.
I came in, took a tour, I was 19, 20 years old. I, had all this scarring. And they were like, well, fractional help with scarring. I was like, oh yeah, exactly. And I remember Sarah, our nurse practitioner, was the first one to do my laser. And after that, like, I don't even know anymore. I'm just like, just zap me. Like, this is great. Once you see the results, you're just like, this is awesome.
Yeah. Mine's a tough choice between IPL and laser hair removal. So obviously 2 very different things, but my whole life I was just like, if I could just get all of this gone, I would be so happy. But the IPLs helped a ton with like my pigmentation and my sunspots. So those are like my 2 go-to. I don't know if people live without it, especially laser hair removal. It's so good.
Yeah, once you do it,
don't sleep on
the shade.
Yeah, it's great. Perfect. So I know there are some things. Obviously, I feel like people get a little bit scared when they hear a membership because they're like, oh, I don't know if I want to commit to a membership or anything like that. So yes, there are some things that come with signing up with a membership as far as like there are some annual fees associated or different like commitments or anything like that. So if you can kind of just go into kind of what the commitments are with the membership, but also how those benefits benefit the clients, and it really, you know, kind of helps hold them accountable. Kind of what are the benefits and the things that are included with that membership?
Yeah, so with our memberships, especially our like laser and body contour memberships, most of them have the 12-month commitment. And with that, so we use non-abrasive lasers. So these lasers are not blasting your face off in one session to where like you can't go out. Because we could do a CO2 laser on you, you're out of work for weeks, you know. But these lasers are meant to give you good results gradually. And that's one of the benefits of it being a membership, is that you do have to come in, like a fractional laser is done every 4 weeks. That's once a month. So once a month you need to come in and do your fractional if you're working on texture or pores. Same thing with IPL. If you're working on sun damage, you also come in every 4 weeks for that area. So the 12-month commitment, it's not really a commitment. It's an investment in yourself, to where you're committing yourself to, okay, this is what it's going to take for me to come in, because you coming in 2 to 3 times, it's going to get you some results. You're going to see some improvement in your skin, but you're not going to get to where you want to be. So having that consistency to where, like, you know, you're paying for something, you're like, okay, like, I'm coming in because I just got charged my membership. Like, I have this membership, I need to go in and take care of myself. I feel like it kind of pushes you to have more of that, like, also like that commitment. As well as, you know, just like, you know, we're giving you quality treatments, you know, and with safe guidelines. You know, all our providers, we have nurse practitioners, we have PAs who are, you know, trained in these lasers, who are, you know, experts in these treatments, and they're following these guidelines to make sure that we're treating you safely and effectively as well.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I've noticed too when you're talking about like taking that time for yourself and making that commitment to yourself. I know there's so many clients that I've heard that come in, they're like, I signed up for this membership because I'm making this like the start of like the year of me. I want to take care of what I want to work on, my things, and it does, it holds you accountable, because I know there's so many people out there, whether it's busy working and being a mom, or all of these different things that cause us to be like, oh, I don't have time for myself. I don't need to take the time for myself. I got to take care of these other things. When you have that commitment to that membership, it's making a commitment to yourself to be like, I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to take care of me. I'm going to use this time for myself. So it goes back to just what you were saying, that it helps hold you accountable as well.
Absolutely.
So perfect. So so those were the growing young memberships that we talked about. So those are all of the different kind of like facial treatments, laser services, everything like that. So you also mentioned body contouring. So let's go into a little bit of the body contouring membership. What's all included in that?
Yeah. So with that one, you get the Vanquish, which is fat burning. You get the M-Sculpt, which is muscle toning and building. You get the cryotherapy, which is for cellulite, and then you have the LED light therapy. With those, again, with the body contour membership, that's like a stackable membership, right? So we have a lot of clients who, yes, if you're coming in and you are really fit, like we have some bodybuilders who just like to come in and do M-Sculpt for muscle toning, to kind of give them that extra room. If you can come in once a month, you'll see some result. If you're somebody who's really looking like for a lifestyle change, who's really looking for a drastic difference, usually we recommend that Vanquish and M-Sculpt be done once a week. So most of our clients get 4 memberships to do, and that's if they want to do one area. So if they want to do one area, they're coming in 4 times a month for that area. I have a client who has 8 memberships because she comes in and does her abdomen and her glutes. And when you think like, oh my gosh, 4 memberships or even 8 memberships, like that's a lot of memberships. It's really not, you know, when you, an M-Sculpt, which is probably like our most like popular in the package right now. Most places it ranges for one treatment between like $700, $800. We actually had a couple from LA who used to fly in. They had a membership, they would fly in once a week and do an M-Sculpt treatment with us because it was so much cheaper. I mean,
cheaper to fly.
You can get 4 memberships. You can get 8 memberships for the price of one M-Sculpt. You know. Yeah. So it's a great, you know, it's a, you know, it is giving you all. It's giving you the fat burning. It's giving you the cellulite treatment. It's giving you the skin tightening, and it's giving you the muscle toning and building. So it's not just targeting one specific thing. I feel like sometimes some MedSpas like are targeting like just fat burning or like, oh here, tone your muscles or tighten your skin. But I feel like our package, you know, for $99 a month, I mean, you can't beat it. You're getting everything. You're getting all the components that you're looking for when you're wanting to better your appearance.
Yeah. No, that's, I think too, with the having all 4 of those services in there, like you said, you're kind of targeting so many different things. So even if you have, like, I know we have one client, she's like super like thin, so she doesn't really use Vanquish, but she uses the M-Sculpt, and then she is a mom, so she has some of like the laxicity issues and like the abdomen area, so she's been doing like cryo, and LED will help with that. So again, all just going back to us being able to like customize those for those clients where you might not need every single thing that's in those packages, but like you were saying, how much is one M-Sculpt?
$700.
Yeah, $700. So
and that's the low end.
Yeah. So you can come get one treatment of those, and you're still saving a ton of money.
Right.
So I think that's really cool that you can definitely customize kind of what they want to do and what they want to work on.
Absolutely.
All right. So there's that one. So the last one that we have is our weight loss membership, right? Yeah, weight loss.
So we have our GLP-1, semaglutide, and trizepatide, and that membership is actually not a 12-month commitment. That membership is month to month because everyone's weight loss journey is different. You know, some people lose it really fast, or some people take a little bit longer. So you're not committed to that, but it's a monthly. And with that, that membership, the providers guiding you through, you're seeing our nurse practitioner, you're seeing our physician's assistants, you're seeing the weekly, you're not just logging in on a computer and getting a prescription sent to your house. You're actually seeing these professionals, and they're giving you, they're guiding you. It's a weekly injection, so the membership you're basically paying, it is cheaper for you to pay for the membership and get 4 shots than pay for an individual shot, so you're saving money there, as well as we offer different add-ons for the weight loss membership. So we love that when clients do weight loss and then they pair it with our body contouring membership or our body contouring services, because again, yes, you're losing the weight, but like, are you muscle toning? Are you skin tightening? If those are all concerns that you have during your weight loss journey, like we have these other memberships and these other services that go well and pair well with them as well. So with that membership, it's very, everybody's on a different journey. But then that is the one membership that's not a 12-month commitment.
Okay, nice. So yeah, a lot of different things offered there.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a lot of? I know we do at the location that I'm normally at, that I noticed, but do you find a lot of people tend to do like multiples of the memberships, like an Empower, a weight loss, or?
Yeah, so when clients come in for their consultation, I think a lot of clients like come in and they're like, oh, this is what I'm looking for, or like they think that this is what they're looking for, and then they come in and they see all the services that we have to offer, and they're like, oh, well, this also bothers me. And they're like, oh, okay, so I can lose weight, but like I'm really worried about like not having like losing all my muscle and like, or like my skin texture. Like, so we have so many clients who have multiple memberships, who have the Empower membership because they want to do laser treatments and facials, and they come in for body contour, for fat loss and muscle building and skin tightening, and then they want an extra oomph, so they also sign up for the weight loss membership. So we have lots of clients, and we have some that do like Empower and weight loss, or body contour and weight loss. Like, there's so many different combinations, and because these memberships are so affordable, like, why not do all these treatments? Like you said, we have clients who come in and they're paying, they're having to finance their laser hair removal when you could literally do all the memberships, all the treatments that we offer, and it'd be half the price.
Still saving money.
Yeah, still saving so much money.
Yeah. Yeah, I think too, one thing I think people get, and tell me if you think I'm wrong, I think some people get also nervous about the thought of like a membership and at the pricing that we have, is they think that like, oh, it must not be as good. They must not use as good of like products or technology or whatever it may be. I think yeah, some people get turned off by the thought of that, and they're like, oh, well, how is it at this price, or why is it this? You know, it might be. Do you ever feel like you get clients that are kind of come in at first like, oh, and then they see like what we offer and
yeah, I think we definitely get a lot of clients who like come in and they're kind of like skeptical. And I think that's also kind of like the great part of like what makes Couture different is that one, when you go into our consultation, you go in as a first time client, like we're doing a visual skin analysis. I'm showing you the spa, like we're going on a tour, I'm showing you the rooms, you're meeting with our provider, you're meeting with our client care coordinators, like there's nothing to hide, like you're meeting the whole team. And then these treatments, we're going, I can show you the lasers. I mean, these are top of the line lasers that I'll share a personal experience where my mom was a member with us. She had the Empower membership. She loved her membership. She's telling her sister about it. And her sister's like, oh, I have all these sun damages, like all this sun damage on my face, like, you know, from like when we were teeny, when we were young. And she's like, oh, you have to come to Couture. Like, she's like, go. She didn't want to sign up for the membership. She went to another med spa in the area, and they charged her $500 for an IPL treatment because they didn't do membership, so it was just out of pocket.
Yeah.
And she was very like not happy. She was like, I saw like the coffee ground scabbing, but I still have all this thing, and I'm like, where'd you go? So I'm looking up this med spa because I'm being nosy. And I'm looking, and they use the same laser that we use. So I told her, I was like, you could have signed up for our enhanced membership. It's $99 a month, just if you just wanted to try it out, do the one laser treatment. I was like, and you would have gotten 5 treatments for the price that you got somewhere else for one treatment. I was like, we're not trying to scam you. We're not trying to like lock you into something. It's just that's just Couture, like we can offer you these treatments for way cheaper than these other places. They told you need multiple treatments. So yeah, okay, so let's say you do 4 treatments, that's $2,000 right there, when that's your whole year's worth of membership with us. And they use the same exact laser. I was like, I literally took a picture of our laser. I was like, look, it's the same one. It wasn't the same. So I just think it's crazy that I do think people have that like they're skeptical about it, and we use there's top of the line services. Our injectors are highly trained, and trained in lasers, injectables, like every service that we offer. They go through massive trainings. Like we invest in them so that they can provide the best services for our clients, and like our memberships are just allowing our clients to be able to come in and use these treatments at an affordable rate.
Yeah, and I think that really shows because honestly, I think about myself and I look at, I love my job. I have a great job. I, work hard. All of the prices at all of these other places, I wouldn't be able to get those services done, or I wouldn't want to spend the money on getting those services done because it's insanely priced. And to be able to offer something to average people who, or above average, whatever you may consider yourself, but anyone out there who's wanting to get these services done, yes, we use the same lasers as a lot of these other med spas around there. We have the nip, we have skin pen, we use Botox, we use this part, we use everything that's out there at all these other spas, but to be able to offer that at a rate that people feel comfortable and feel like they can only do one treatment when they're being told they have to do multiple, but they can only afford to do one. We want to be able to know that we can offer the best outcome. And to people who think that, they maybe couldn't afford it somewhere else, to be able to give that to someone, I think is really important. I've had so many clients that have shared their just experiences of either they've gone somewhere else and it was just too much and they couldn't afford to do it, or they didn't even look into getting treatments done because they know the industry average price of getting these treatments done is just astronomical, to where they're like, I'm not even gonna look into it because why? I can't afford it. And now they've been members for 4-5 years. I've had some people I've been with Couture for almost 8 years that have been clients the entire time that I've been there because they see results. They're getting these results. They want to maintain those results, and it's not breaking the bank on their bank account. They're not having to, take out a loan to go get stuff done, that they can come in, they can do it, they can see results, they can continue to do it and not feel like it's put a hindering on, oh, I can't buy this month because I have to go get my laser treatment done. So I do really think that those membership models make it to where you can invest in yourself.
Yeah, and I think affordability creates consistency.
Yes.
Because if you're telling me I have to save up to do one laser treatment, like I'm not gonna want to keep doing that. Versus, like it's affordable. Like with weight loss, like before we brought on weight loss, I was doing it somewhere else, and like I was very consistent because I'm like, well, it's kind of hard to pay all this money, like. And then we brought it on, and it's like it's so affordable. It's like I can consistently do it. I can get the results that I want to achieve and come in consistently because I can afford it, and I'm not, like you said, breaking the bank. And
do I buy groceries?
Yeah. Do I
go
groceries?
get my laser hair done?
Do I eat, or do I have hairless legs?
Yeah, I'll take the hairless legs.
I'll start today.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll be skinny and hairless, so we're good. Yeah, I think it all goes back to, again, people do sometimes get scared of the idea of, oh, I have to have a membership. But again, even like you said, after that, year-long commitment for the Empower membership, it goes down to $99, but it also goes month to month. So if something does come up and you're like, I really need to stop these services, it's not like you're locked in for 10 years and you can't get out, or it's this big hoop. We do understand things happen and you need to leave, but I will say a large majority of clients, I feel, make their way back to us.
Yes.
Or same thing, they've gone somewhere else for a little bit and either didn't get the desired results they were looking for, or they realized, oh yeah, I really am paying too much at this other place. But the concept of a membership really is a benefit to the client. It holds you accountable to yourself to make these changes. Obviously, you're coming in here for a reason. You're wanting to change something. You're wanting to do something for yourself. If you have that membership, it's going to make you do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a lot of information. Got a lot of good good stuff on there. We do have all of that information on our website as well. Again, we always do free consultations, so feel free to come on in, schedule a consultation. Like Rocky said, we will show you our facility. We'll show you all the lasers we use, all the technology we use, talk with our providers, kind of get into detail on anything you want to know before signing up with us. But so whether you're starting your skincare journey or you're looking to continue your skincare journey and make those long-lasting, results, come check us out for yourself. So you can, link is in our bio for our website, or you can go to www.couturemedspa.com, or give us a call, come in and see us, and let's talk memberships.